Shabbat Shalom. We begin by looking up at each other and singing Lai Lai Lai. At one of the camps that I worked at, Camp Harlem in the Poconos, they project the words, the lyrics to all of the songs on big screens, and so when we get to this song, it is an entire screen. Starts with Yai, and then goes da 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 all the way down to the very bottom. Did you draw a picture of a la la la? Great, thank you. You can't see it because it's orange and blends into the paper, but it's here. It says Yai Lai Lai. We continue with the lighting of Shabbat candles on pages 3 and 2. I know you drew it. And I'd like to invite up Melanie. When does Fiddler open? December 6th. Coming up. We're on pages 3 and 2.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, I can use my stage voice. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kadishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbos.
Amen. We continue on page 13 with Yismechu Hashemayim. I don't know about you, but today I saw some sun. It did feel like the heavens were rejoicing.
Yismechu Hashemayim, Yismechu Hashemayim, Yismechu Hashemayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashemayim, Yismechu Hashemayim, Yismechu Hashemayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam umalo. 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 Yismechu השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ.
We continue with Lecha Dodi. Someone is excited to welcome Shabbat. On pages 20 and 21, we'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And on the 9th verse, rise and face the entrance so that we can greet the Sabbath bride.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, Shamov zachor v'dibor yekal, Ishmiyanu el ha'miyuchal, Adonai yekal u'shmo yekal, L'shem tiferet v'nit ilah, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, likrat Shabbat nekov ne'elkan, ki makor ha'bracha, merosh mikevem nesokal, sof ma'aseh v'machshava v'tefila, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, Itorari, Kiva Oreh, Komi Ori, Shir Daberi, Kavod Adonai Layech Necha, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Kam b'simcha uvtola, toch emunei amcha gola, Boi kala, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala.
Please be seated. We continue on page 24 with Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malakei Hasharei, Malakei Hayom, Melech Malkei Hamlakim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Malachem Shalom, Malakei Hashalom, Malakei Hayom, Melech Malkei Hamlakim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Akuni l'shalom, Malakei Malakei HaShalom, Malakei Elyon, Mi Melech Malkei HaMelachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shuvchem Shalom, Malakei HaShalom, Mi Malakei Elyon, Mi Melech Malkei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malakei HaSholem, Malakei Elyon, Mi Melech Malkei HaMelachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
26. Page 26.
Yitkadav, Yitkadav Shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Yamad Yifrak Ugotev Yamlich Malchutei. L'chaye Kol Ov Yomechon Ov Chaye D'Kol Beit Yisrael. Pagala, Pagala Uvizman Kariv. V'imaro Amen. Yehesh Merabba Mavarach. Le'alam ulam me'amaya.
Yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitbar v'gromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadav, v'yitalev, v'yitala, shmer d'kudashah, v'yichol. Leila min kol b'katav asher hatah, tosh b'katav v'nekemata, damiram me'alma, v'imaro, amen.
Please rise and bow to your spirit for Baruch, page 28.
Da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da da da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Baruch et Adonai HaMavorach. Baruch Adonai HaMavorach, HaMavorach, Le'olam Va'ed. HaMavorach, HaMavorach, Le'olam Va'ed.
Page 31.
Oh, page 31. Just praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, ha-mariv aravim. Page 32.
Please be seated. Page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם המזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, פיכם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן.
We're making the papers into a book. He's going to put together a whole siddur. So the passage we just chanted, which comes from the Torah, right? It comes from the book of Deuteronomy, invites us to teach these words to our children. And sometimes it means literally our children. Sometimes it means right this moment. But the truth is that over the past week, I've gotten a number of text messages or been tagged in posts on Facebook of other people's children who are taking things that they are learning here.
It's already made into a book.
It's already made into a book? Okay. I'm not on anymore? Well, let's try that. Great. Okay. Yuval is making a siddur, I think, except he only wants to color on one side, so I'm trying to get him to color on the other side so that, teaching him also environmentalism a little bit. V'ahavta talks about teaching these words to our children, and it's not just our own children, although Yuval is a prime example of, trying to teach literally these words to literally my child. But that over the past week, I've gotten a couple of text messages, been tagged on Facebook from parents of other kids who do stuff here, who are shaking random branches like a lulav, or rocking out to Baruch Hu at grandma's house, or singing "There's a Dinosaur Knocking at My Door" at the top of their lungs in the supermarket, even though they won't do that when I have Tat Shabbat with them right here. Which is also a reminder to, I think, to me and also to all of us, that we teach things to our children, whether they're our own or other people's children, and it doesn't always seem like they are getting it, like they are picking up on things, right? But they are absorbing. They are absorbing a lot. And so that is also a reminder, not just to do the things that we want them to pick up on and repeat, but also to make sure that we're not doing the things we don't want them to pick up on and repeat when we're in their presence, or really ever. Just a thought. Because that they will repeat it, and we see that in small ways in our own community, and we also see that on a much grander scale. But if we continue to show the kind of community that we want to build, then hopefully we will be able to sing a song of redemption, like we do on page 40 with Michamocha.
Ya ba ba bim bim bam, ya ba ba bim bam, ya ba ba bim bim bam, ya ba ba bim bam. I da 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 da, ya ba ba bim bam. I da 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 da, ya ba ba bim bam. Mi combo con barley madonna, mi combo con ne da bocones, ogoti lo do se belle. Ki fada Adonai et Yaakov, ugalomi al kazak mimeno, Baruch ata Adonai Gal Yisrael.
Page 43, we join together at the top of the page. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom, shalom aleinu. Adonai haporei sukat shalom, shalom aleinu v'kol Borei Sukkot Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'Kol Amo Yisrael. Shalom Aleinu v'Kol Amo Yisrael.
Page 44 of the Shamru.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We rise and body our spirit for the Amidah, page 46.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu ve'Imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Norah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, Omei Gula Livnei V'Neichem, L'man Shemo V'Ahava, Melech Oseh U'Moshia U'Magid, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah, Ata Gibor Elam Adonai, Mekayeh HaKol Ata Rav LaHoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mekakel Kayim V'Kesed, Mekayeh HaKol B'Rakamim Rabim, Somek Noflim V'Rofek Olim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato L'Shenei Afar, Michamocha B'Gvorot U'Mito Melech, Melech Memit U'Mekayeh U'Matzmeach Yeshua, V'Ne'aman Atalach Hayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai Mekayeh HaKol. Ata kadosh Hashemcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'kol yom yahalalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
We continue with our private prayers. When you finish with your prayers, you may be seated.
Page 62, last paragraph. Shalom, Bimromov, Shalom, Bimromov, Uyase, 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 Shalom, Uyase, 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 Shalom, Uyase, 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 Shalom, Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom.
We ask for peace for ourselves and peace and wholeness for all those who are in need of healing of mind, of body, or of spirit. If there's someone that you're thinking of who is in need of healing, I invite you to share their names with us at this time. Barach can be found on page 253.
May the source of strength, oh bless the ones before us, help us find the courage healing with refuah shlema. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We also take time to share blessings and moments of gratitude from the past week. Jordan, can you make sure the handheld is on, please? Great.
On Wednesday, I got to have lunch with a friend I haven't seen since elementary school.
My cat is feeling better from she was sick. My cat's feeling better now.
We had a wonderful recovery after an amazing event, Diamonds and Denim, last week. And the recovery went as well as the party did.
As some of you know, I lost a daughter-in-law last year. This year, another daughter-in-law coming home to LA from St. Louis had a major medical attack. They cleared a runway at LAX to land fast enough to get her help. She is recovering and she's coming for Hanukkah.
I am on my 3rd week of my new health program, and it's going well, and I have the spark of hope, which is exciting. I haven't felt that in a long time with my health. And I also had I took the qualifier for my academic team at my school, and then another academic team where we took a practice test, and our first try we got a 78, which is pretty good for a first try of not knowing any of the other people. So I was very excited.
For all this and more, we say, Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'el lehodot. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. So, this week we are reading Parshat Vayera, which is chock full of stuff. We read significant parts of it on Rosh Hashanah with the story of the birth of Isaac and the banishment of Hagar on the first day, and then the binding of Isaac on the second day of Rosh Hashanah, both of which are at the end of the Parsha. So we usually skip those we read twice during the year. The part that we only read once during the year is the beginning of it, where we've got the announcement of Isaac's birth, where Sarah does what? Laughs. And then she says, "No, I didn't laugh. What are you talking about?" There's a reason why your kid is named Isaac. And then, actually, even before that, part of the same story is that these angels, these strangers, come to visit Abraham. The commentary says that they were coming to visit him while he was recovering from his circumcision, which happened at the end of last week's Parsha. And then Abraham walks with them as they continue on their journey. They head down into the valley. Who remembers who's in the valley? Well, those are the cities in the valley. Who's there? Right, Lot and his family are down in the valley with the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Because remember last week they separated and Lot decided to take this part of the land because it was good for grazing. And while Abraham stays on the overlook, God says, I should probably tell Abraham what I'm about to do. And so God does. There were no spaceships or lasers involved. Greg is very insistent. He was there and saw them. Steph said it was true. Okay. Longtime 7th grade teachers who add a lot of their own midrash to the stories. So God tells Abraham that these two towns are just full of awful people and they need to be destroyed. And what does Abraham say? Right, so Abraham doesn't say they shouldn't be destroyed at all. He says, well, but wait a second. What if there are 50 innocent people? 50 righteous people. It's not righteous so much as it is innocent. Tam, which, by the way, is also the word that we use when we talk about the simple child in the Haggadah. So innocent or simple or interestingly pure. Not quite the same word as the word we use for spiritual purity, but there is an element of purity there. So, something in that realm. So what if there are 50 of them? And God says, oh, okay, if there are 50 of these tamim there, then I won't destroy the cities. And then Abraham says, what if there are 40? Well, maybe, what if, right, if there are 40, you're for 10 people? Like, really? And God says, okay, fine. I won't destroy the cities if there are 40 innocent people there. And Abraham was like, well, but God, wait a second. What if there are 30 innocent people there? God's like, okay, fine. I won't destroy the towns if there are 30 innocent people. And Abraham is like, wait a second. If I might, just add, what if there are 20? And then 10. Right? And then what happens when God says, okay, I won't destroy it if there are 10 innocent people there? Abraham walks away and goes back home. The interpretation of this is that you need 10 people to form a community, which is where you get a minion from. That is definitely the association that is made, although it could be that these two things already existed, and then because it's Jewish tradition, so we like to take things we already do and give an explanation that comes from tradition, even though they were totally unrelated.
They do use that for evidence, that's why.
Yes, they do use that for evidence, just like they use the evidence. Just to clarify, though, they use the fact that Abraham got up early in the morning to bring Isaac up to the mountain as the rationale for why we have a morning service. And they use the fact that Isaac went out to meditate in the field, which is where he sees Rebekah for the first time, as evidence for why we have an afternoon service. And they use Jacob wrestling with the angel in the evening as evidence for why we have an evening service. So, yes, evidence. It's rabbinic evidence. It all makes sense. this is what we have. This is what we work with. And we can talk about how it doesn't always make logical sense, but it made sense to them. They decided it, and this is what I continue to teach because this is the tradition we have. But anyway, minyan, evidence of, this is the evidence for a minyan, for a community, that we need 10 people in order to make a community, and that without a full community, people cannot be righteous, continue to be righteous. That it will just be too hard to fight against the injustice that surrounds them, that eventually they too will be consumed by that injustice. So what happens? The angels go to Lot and his family and say, okay, Lot, you're about as close as we get to righteousness in these towns. There are not enough of you for us to for God to save the towns, so we're going to get you and your family out of here and then destroy the towns. That is how they made that work, right? To take out the innocent who would have been consumed by the evil around them in order to protect them while destruction was taking place. We're not in that situation. I know, I can see on your faces that many of you are thinking, well, aren't we surrounded by a lot of terrible things, people that we don't trust, people who want vile things for the people around them? Are we no longer in a place where we have a community, enough of a community to fight against, to push back against the injustice? And I want you to look around. You're not looking around. Like, actually look around. There are more than 10 of us. There are more than 20 of us. We might even have more than 30 of us in this room, but I know that there are people online as well. Oh, it doesn't tell me how many are there right now. Thank you for counting. So almost 40, plus folks online. We have a community where we can lean on each other, where we can support each other, where we can do the things that we need to do in order to build a community of righteousness, of justice. And that is what we need to focus on so that our power goes out rather than letting the oppressive forces come in. When we come together, we are able to resist tyranny. We are able to resist oppression in a way that we cannot when we're alone. And I know that there are forces in this world and in this country that want to make us feel alone. Like we are fighting, it is us against the world. And that is not where we are. We are part of a community where we can come together, not just for our own sakes, but for the sake of others around us who don't have that community. We are not in Sodom and Gomorrah. We are in our fallible, wonderful cities and towns and communities, and we can work together to bring peace and wholeness and justice. Shabbat Shalom. Greg? No spaceships.
But it worked because I know at least one student remembers. So following that, and this is not here, Stand With Us Northwest is having a gathering on Sunday at noon in Westlake. You can check online to support Israel. And if you choose to go there, have an amazing time. We are not alone, and Associated Ministries is having their annual Interfaith Celebration of Gratitude on November 26th. There are a lot of righteous people around us. The Jewish Coalition for Immigrant Justice is screening something on the 24th of November. The Judaica shop is open, get your goodies. Bobby Buddies program is going on, and you can sign up. There's information, talk to Stacy Lappin. Tacoma Police and Tacoma Fire Department Ministerial Alliance are having a free Thanksgiving meal distribution, and you can get in touch with them. There's information both here and I assume on the Temple website. Very important, Sisterhood is having the Great Latke Fry, and get in touch with Sisterhood and eat latkes. And for those of you who really want to be excited, Tuesday night at 6:30, the Temple board meeting is going on. It is thrilling, or it will put you to sleep, one of the two. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you to Brad and Debbie for music tonight, to Jordan for running sound and tech. I didn't see who was at the door this evening. Randy, thank you to Randy for being at the door, Vivian for helping to set up the oneg, and Stacy for cleaning up, and Eileen. And thank you all for being here. We will return to our prayer books, page 282. Please rise and bow your spirit for Aleinu.
Shamayim v'yosed haaretz, u'moshav yekaro b'shamayim imal, u'shkinatu zo, v'govei meromim, u'Eloheinu Elohim, emet malkeinu efes ulato, kakato b'torato, Gadata hayom v'ashevota elevavaka. Ki Adonai hu Elohim, v'shamayim imal, haaretz mitaka, enod.
27.
Adonai, the Melech al
On the Shabbat, we think of those who have died in recent weeks. We especially think of Mitchell Bloom, the father of Irit Bloom, John Vladimir Geffen, the father of John F. Geffen, and Jim Pass, the cousin of Marlene Motola. We also think of those who died at this time in years past whose yahrzeits occur in the coming week. If I say the name of someone you are remembering, I invite you to rise so that we can acknowledge you as a mourner. On the Shabbat, we think of Jack Robert Bender, Minnie Berman, Paul Cohen, Ethel Doctor, Joan Etzickson, Evelyn Friedman, John I. Haas, Rose Adler Kaufman, Michael Lappin, Paul Lucky, Naomi Joan Mayer Halperin, Herman Offenhenden, Rosa Roderick, Leo Schechner, Harold Sklar, Jack Warnick, Lillian Weinstone, and Harry Weston. As we think of them, we say Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. And we rise to join our mourners so that no mourner has to stand alone. So we offer the words of the mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yiroteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Hagala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmam Rabbah mevarach ve'olam hamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shmei d'kudasha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mamav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as together we say, amen. We conclude this evening with Ein Kelohenu on page 340, that doesn't sound right, 322.
In Kelohenu, in Kadonenu, in Kemalkeinu, in Kamoshienu, in Kelohenu, in Kadonenu, in Kemalkeinu, in Kamoshienu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Emalkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Kiddush is on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hakafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, l'shabbat kodsho v'ahava u'vratzon hichilanu. Zikaron l'maseh v'reshit, ki hu yom tefilah l'mikvah kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu b'chatav, v'tanu kidashal, v'kol ha'amim. Shabbat kodecha be'ahava u'ratzon, hinkaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat.
Fine.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'te'avon.
Shabbat Shalom.
Running on autopilot there.